Hi, welcome guys. We are here for this week agenda and what we have completed last week's. Okay, I think we go ahead, right?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Okay.
All right. So yes. So we're talking about the project updates. So we've been here for 3 weeks in Malaysia.
Yep.
This is our last week in Malaysia. So we both leave next Monday.
Yeah.
And so this is the hard push on finishing everything up. So Rajinder, what did you do last week?
Okay. My last week agenda was actually creating the story mode and director screens. So that's already has been completed. I'm working on that director screen because what I have decided to start working on director screens. So let me tell you the whole agenda of this last 2 weeks or 3 weeks actually. So in the first week actually I was doing the project setup and understanding what kind of the things we have to deliver this whole month. So happily I will able to start working on the project in the second week actually. So my first week agenda was I have to complete all the game mode screens, which was almost 9 to 10 screens. So I have to design and implement all of them. I know you already helped me in that, but
No, they definitely, we had to go redesign it.
Yes,
because I started creating the movie.
Yeah.
Right. So we started learning how to create movies with AI.
Yeah.
And so we added some more scope,
Yeah,
right?
so
and some more screens that we didn't have originally.
Yeah,
So yes.
So it was initially it was 6 screens, but it's become 9 to 10 screens. In the game mode. Then we have a story mode where actually we are going to pick the story. We have to write the script. We have to write the dialogues and all that stuff. So which will be the second step of the filmmaking. And now it's all go to the director screens to see how the dialogues has been written, how the stories. Everything is. So that's the director doing the actual direction now. So I'm
Hold on, you missed one more thing you did. That was on your list last week. What was the thing?
It was, I think, let me check.
Learning codex.
Yeah, okay, got it. Yes. Oh, because okay, that's also. I'm also using Codex now, and it was already finished because previously we were using Cloud Code. Not exactly Cloud Code. I'm using Cloud Web version.
Yeah.
So to generating all these screens and everything. So
yeah.
Cloud Code is also checklist.
Yeah.
It's done. Codex is done. So now I'm doing everything with the Codex because it is good for programming actually.
Yeah.
It's create branches and all that stuff. So I feel more comfortable in Codex, especially for the development purpose. But I feel more comfortable with Claude if we have to screen designing and some sort of mock-ups. So
yeah,
it's different way. Sometimes I'm using both of the tools actually.
Yep.
So yeah, that's it actually. So now this is the fourth week. I have to complete director mode because we have a demo with a real movie maker this week. So I want to make sure before that demo everything is going to finish.
All right.
That's the
awesome.
This week agenda. Yeah.
Yes. So also Rajinder set up the meeting with our first director. So yay, we're super excited about that. Okay, so we got to get a demo up and running for a real director to go see our AI movie making pipeline process.
Yeah.
So super excited for this week. All right, so for Crystal this week, so I had a couple goals on my list that I was delayed on. So I need to go set up the business bank account for the Kickstarter. But I had some financial hurdles, which is also one of the reasons why we're using Claude AI versus Claude Code for our stuff, is because we're bootstrapped here for now. And so anyways, that's on the goals for this week. But I did start doing the Kickstarter, so that's done. I also did the director screen design, and I worked with both ChatGPT and with Claude to
And
go
thank you for
generate.
that. It's actually output is very good.
Yeah, so it wasn't perfect. We've tweaked a couple things as Rajinder and I talked about it, but it was like 95% of the way there, right? So now we've got a couple things to go clean up on that. But yeah, it's looking amazing. So super excited. We're adding in special effects and all sorts of things, so it's exciting. We also did the Do Better Barbie movie. So our first short feature film. So part 1 is done. It's private on YouTube, but by the time that this goes live, it's actually going to be public. But it's done, so yeah, that's in the can. So, and then I also did the website version 1 as well. So again, knowing that, we're iterating and designing and upgrading as we go. Version 1 is done. All right, so for me this week, we are, I also learned Codex yesterday, thanks to Rajinder. So he gave me the missing link. So I created my first Codex project because we've launched a YouTube channel called Seeking Singularity, where we're talking to AIs about AI and humanity. And so, code's not perfect. This episode 2 is going to be a little bit weird looking because the voice isn't synced up. Because right now with talking head videos, the price per minute is 25 cents to $3 per minute. And so, we're just doing a mouth moving video. So it's not perfect, but it's helping us kind of understand the nuances in the technologies and seeing where other what AI capabilities exist out in the marketplace. So it was really good learning, and it was really fascinating because some of the videos weren't producing talking heads, and some of the talking head video generators were actually rejecting the character. So I had one that was an AI generated image where one AI said, "This is a public person," and I'm like, "This isn't a public person." So it's fascinating to see the gatekeeping that's happening in the AI land. So good learnings on that, and I got a Codex project working. So yeah, thanks to this guy over here, I'm like, it's not working. So he gave me the secret hint, which we will be publishing soon. All right, so this week for Crystal, banking Kickstarter is going to be first on my agenda. We're also working on the pitch deck, so we can share what we're doing. We are going to be publishing these videos onto our Cinemachina YouTube channel, talking about the process of us creating together, creating with the AIs, and showing what we're working on, because it's super exciting. And then the other thing that Rajinder and I are working on together is we're launching the AI Genius School. And so talking about, creative workflows on, how do we think about working with AIs? When I'm working on stuff, I'm already thinking of automation. So what are my AI assistants? And so I'm going to be sharing some of my power tools. Rajinder and I are learning to code with AIs together, and with Codex. And I'm super impressed with Codex. So I love Claude Code. Claude Code's amazing, but it's actually a little bit expensive for me because I'm, not rich right now. And so Claude Code was a little bit expensive, but what's Codex's superpower is actually branching the code where you can actually test it before you publish it. So it's super exciting. So anyways, amazing things. We're going to be launching AI Genius School so we can share our superpowers with other AI creators, and all the stuff. And we have our first demo this week, so yay!
So we'll see how we are. We might be get some good input from that filmmaker, because he knows exactly how that tool is going to help them in existing software which they are using for making films.
Yeah, exactly. And just so we're clear, we're not building a director studio, right? The AI isn't there yet. But what we are doing is we're creating this as a game, because when the AI does weird things, it actually becomes kind of funny. And so we're having fun with AI is what we're working on, and creating, the platform where, teachers could use this to go teach history and have students researching it and making films about heroes and things.
Yeah, what I'm thinking, kids can also use this for making their, fun kind of the videos.
Exactly. Kids can use it as a game. They could play with their friends.
Yeah.
Parents could make movies with their kids,
Yes.
right? So that's what I'm super excited about. Like, I have 2 adult sons.
So
and,
actually,
like,
what I'm seeing in the future, everybody can be a director.
if you have a
That's
creative
actually-
mind,
yeah.
you can totally do that.
Yeah.
Yes. So future is coming. It's not here yet, and we want to enable people to be storytellers. Tell your life story. And one of my friends, I'm going back to Hawaii next week, and one of my friends has had a crazy life. And so when I go back, we're going to go tell his story in AI form. And so that's going to be exciting.
Okay.
And so, anyways, great stuff in Cinemachina land this week. Soon to come, AI Genius School, and many more things from the AI Genius creators of Rajinder, Crystal, Grok, Claude, and Guy, and we'll get the other AIs in the mix soon as well.
Sure, definitely. So thank you. That's all the update for this week agenda. So we'll see how we are going to be catch up the next week.
So big week. So here we go.